welcome to 𝐓𝐇𝐈���, and I remain your amazing friend, Happiness. Of course, you know the reason why I call myself your amazing friend, right? Okay, because I care so much about you, and this is why I'm doing this video. So welcome to 𝐓𝐇𝐈��� once again, as I said. Alright, so last time we talked about how to handle sexual addiction, and of course we spoke more about that. So but today I have something so interesting for us. Let's talk about 6 things you don't do around children. Just sit back as we begin to talk about this. I know that you're already anticipating what we have or what we want to talk about. Of course, it's going to be impactful. So just pay more attention and just sit back and look. So now, what are the 6 things you don't do around children? Now, the number one first thing I have here as an adult that have children around, and also as a parent that have children around, is physical affection. What am I talking about? What am I saying about physical affection? We understand that sometimes as a parent, you love your husband so well, or you love your wife so well, you love each other so well, and you just want to express yourself. You don't want to have this sexual expression. Of course, it's normal because you both are married. But then there should be a limitation. There should be a restriction. You don't do such in front of children, right? So as a parent, be conscious of that. Don't have sexual expression in the presence of your children. There's some things you do in the presence of your children, and also as an adult, you don't do such in the presence of children. You don't do such around children. Now, number 2, what are you not supposed to do in the presence of children or around children? So the second thing is intimacy should be private. We find ourselves in a world whereby we've now taken intimacy to be a public affair. That's why sometimes you see some places having fun in the presence of somebody or someone. And of course, that is not how God wanted it to be. That is why it was called intimacy, because we are not dogs, we are not animals. It's supposed to be intimate. So what I'm saying is that intimacy should be intimate. As an adult, let me just say as a parent, you should know that whenever you want to do such thing, whenever of course you are married, so it's God's privilege. It's a wonderful privilege. So of course you want to do that, you want to do certain, and advice that we have for you can simply shut your door. Not the way that your child will be peeping and will be seeing what you are doing. Not the way that your child will be listening and will hear what you are doing. Just make it so much intimate, because it's called intimacy. So it should be private and it should be intimate. So let's respect that and let's scientific be there. And the third thing that you should not do around children I want to talk about is nudity and exposure. There are so many things happening around us. We find ourselves in a world whereby some persons begin to think or begin to feel that to expose your body is a normal thing, but actually it is not normal, of course. But in a world whereby people begin to take abnormal things as a normal thing, and of course it is not normal. So as a parent, as an adult, it's very important for you to respect your body enough to cover up when you're around children, because there's all these things that the children see you do, there's a way it registers to their psychological, their memory rather, and it affects them psychologically. And of course, if you don't know one of the things you are helping these children to understand, you are also helping them to understand and give this respect to respect their body rather. So when you cover up, when you don't expose your body, even as a mother, sensitive part of your body, or even as a father, sensitive part of your body, or even as an elder brother, elder sister, elder cousin, uncles, auntie, you don't expose the sensitive part of your body around them. You're actually helping these children. You're actually explaining something to them even without talking. And remember that children learn better even from seeing than from hearing. So they learn from what they see you do rather than what they see you, what they hear you say. Alright, so now I've spoken about 3. Now, the fourth one that I was talking about that you don't do around children is that you should understand the principle of appropriate bedroom habits here. You should learn how to make use of the bedroom properly. Sometimes I've been working on doing sometimes I just, especially this especially male gender. I think I really need to tell all our mates come and listen to this aspect. Male gender, they feel that okay, their genitals, them just like their penis, they can just do it anyhow. And that's why sometimes whenever you're walking in the street, you see some male standing, they'll just do anyhow like that. But the truth of the matter is, as an adult that have children around, you should respect the ethics of bedroom, to respect and understand the use of the bedroom. You don't just bend down anyhow, don't just excrete anyhow, but you respect that so that you'll be able to help the children around you, and so that the child will not even be exposed to what the child should not see, because what they see is very, very important. And a very tender age, they understand that this is a private part, it's not a public part. It should not be seen by everybody, or it should not be touched by everybody. So it should be guided jealously, like you should guide it jealously and take care of it jealously. So as a person and as an adult, you need to understand that you need to make use of your bedroom appropriately. Bedroom ethics is very important. Now, the fifth one is language use. You should learn how to refrain from dirty languages. There are some adults that you get the word fuck or get the hell out of here or something. That's not necessarily you abusing the child, but sometimes what are the languages you use around them? There are some adults that they use dirty languages to people around in the presence of children, and all these dirty languages registered to them. So all the children begin to believe that okay, these languages are just normal way of life, and that's why you see a child mentioned in the word, okay, you are mad, you are crazy, and because they feel it's a normal thing, they don't see big deal in it. So please learn how to make use of your language whenever you are around children. Now, the sixth thing that you should not do around children is media consumption. In fact, this is very important. As an adult, thank God for the season we are. There are some movies that they specifically write 18 and above there. So that means that any child that's not yet 18 years should not watch. But still, we still find, we still see adults, we still see parents that watch these movies or see this content in the presence of their children. And of course, their children are around it, they are saying, not necessarily pornography, but of course, those contents are beyond what those children can assimilate or what they can relate with, and of course it will in a way affect their growth or affect their mental health. So as an adult that have children around you, and as a parent, you need to be conscious of the content of the media you consume. Of course, it's not that you should not consume your media, but then know what you consume around them. Know what you consume around them. Of course, there are cartoons, there are so many things that you can consume that will not harm these children. Yeah, as a person. So before I round off today, I'm just going to say as a parent, it's normal for you to express yourself sexually actually, but there's a way you can minimize your sexual expression around your children actually. And even before I conclude your final video today, I would just like to state the 6 things I said I should not do around children again. The first one is physical affection. The second one is intimacy should be private. The third one is nudity and exposure. The fourth one is appropriate bedroom habits. The fifth one is language use. Then the sixth one is media consumption. So I think it's enough for me to call it a day actually. But before I go, I'll just leave a word with you that by following these guidelines, that you can create a respectful and nurturing environment for your children. Alright, so meet next week on the clinic. Bye.